guys, Jules here. Hope you are having a wonderful day so far. Today I am going to do a few things in the garden before it rains here in Georgia. Getting a little bit of an earlier start before I go into my work day, because I do have other things that I do besides outside stuff and garden stuff. So I'm a real estate agent here in Georgia, and so I have other jobs that I have to do throughout the day. So I'm going to go ahead and get started for today. I have got 2 more of the tomato suckers. Whoop, I just spilled it all over myself. Yeah, so now I'm wet. Anyway, so I got 2 more. I'm trying to show you, and I'm spilling it on myself because I've got it in a very shallow cup because these were really small. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and stick those in some dirt. And then when I get finished doing that, I am planning to get my multiple tray, and I'm going to plant some more flowers. I'm going to start them in there, and then I'm going to put them in a bed later, because honestly, we haven't got the beds built yet for that, but I want to go ahead and kind of get them started so that then I can just transplant them into the raised beds. Also, I need to do something with the watermelons that I have. They are growing like really good. They're doing great in those pots, but I need to get them somewhere else. I may have to wait till the weekend on that, when Johnny's here to help me with making some beds for that. But as you'll notice, the cicadas have been crazy loud here in our video, our coffee talk video, our last one. They were so loud that I almost completely scratched that video. But I decided, well, you know, we'll just go ahead and put it out there. If it annoys people, they can just not watch it. But a lot of time went into making that video with Johnny, which is, you know, it's kind of rare that I'm able to get him to sit down and talk. So we went ahead and used it. So you're going to hear the cicadas today as well in this video. These are the watermelons. Look at this one. I mean, it is just doing really good. It'll focus on there. It's doing great. All the watermelons are doing great. This one has a few holes in it right here. But besides that, they're doing good. Our little suckers that we already planted are doing great. They have some new growth on them, so that's a good sign. They have some new growth. And I'm going to go ahead and put this one. This is one that kind of is bent up, but those roots look pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and get that in some dirt. And yeah, then we're going to get this down here is my trays. So I don't know how many's in there, but it may be 70 something. I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 6 times 12, yep. So I'm going to go ahead and put, it's going to be dahlias and zinnias in this tray. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to build out a raised bed and put some trellis down this time. I'll show you why. This is my bed of zinnias that I have been showing you guys. And there's a lot of them that are not doing well. So in the rain, the heavy rain we had the other day, they were almost all of them laying down on the ground flat. I tried to come out here and kind of put them back up again, but they're not. There's a few of them that's thriving except for the holes in the leaves. So something is definitely eating at them. But yeah, so next time I'm going to make a bed, I'm going to have the starts ready, and I'm going to trellis them with a net trellis and see if that helps them to stay straight and stay standing up, because these guys here, they're struggling, some of them. So anyway, just learning lots of things, valuable lessons. And Still don't know what that is. And whatever it is, it's not doing well. One of the leaves has died. I think it got ate up and died. And then here's the other one right here. So I'm not really sure what those are. It's kind of doesn't belong. You know, the pictures where it says what doesn't belong? Well, those two things don't belong. At it, this is an update on the okra. So I put 2 seeds in here and we have 2 babies in this pot. So those are dwarf okras. So we're gonna keep an eye on those. And these are some more zinnias. I still have to thin them out a little bit. These are the squash that I planted in the raised bed a few videos ago. And they're doing okay. They have some new growth. They're not growing really fast, but they do have new growth, so that's a good sign, I think, that they're gonna be okay, hopefully. Already got something eating the leaves on that one. Oh my goodness, we have been getting quite a bit of figs. I've got a whole gallon Ziploc bag in there with figs in them. And then we've got, I mean, every single day we have figs getting ripe every single day. And there's still some small ones on here, but they're at the top. If only you could see, you may be able to see them up there. They're like right, well, when I put my finger in it, it doesn't focus, but there's a lot of ripe ones at the top. This one's almost, well, it's mushy. I'm noticing that when they get kind of mushy and dark, so that one's still a little bit light on the sides, but they pretty much are good then. So I've been collecting these, and I've got some family coming this weekend. They're gonna get some, and then we have a neighbor here that usually collects some of them to make preserves, and he's gonna come get some. So there's a lot of green ones still, and they're small, so I'm not too sure they're gonna come to fruition. We'll just see, I guess. But anyway, these right here, this is the squash I planted in that last video, and it looks like there's some new growth right there, so that's good. And pepper plants not doing great. I mean, they have some peppers on them, but see, there's some babies on this one. This one though had a big one. It was a good sized pepper, and it got some kind of brown spots all over it, and I had to go ahead and just take it out. This one is not doing well. I've got to figure out what's wrong with it. It's turning light in color. I tried putting some stakes on there because in the rain and the wind, they were trying to almost completely lay down. So I've got to look up some things and do some research to figure out what to do to help this one here. It seems to have gotten something going on with it. But, and then of course the sunflowers are doing great, and these zinnias are doing good, but I've got to weed around them some more. I've got to get some of those weeds, and that grass is crazy. It's crazy. The other two, that's the other squash, doing good. New growth, doing great. This one here is the watermelon. It is doing excellent. Look at all the new growth on it. I need to put just maybe a little more soil. We'll just see what happens. It might just grow right over the edges. It might do fine, but it's doing great. For some reason, the watermelons are just really doing good here. So I'm hoping to be able to have some eggs really soon. Our chickens were hatched around the end of March. So that puts them at about 17 weeks old, I think. which is a little over 4 months. So their combs are starting to get dark red. The boys are definitely active with them, so we know there's some maturing going on. But every day I come out here and every day I see no eggs. So just hoping that we will start getting some eggs and they'll start paying for their keep soon. Hey babies, hey! I'm looking through the fence, but if you look really good, okay, the boys are really red, but you can see a couple of those girls in there. They have pretty red combs. Of course, it's not very late in the morning yet, and I've got to come up with a new situation for the nest. See, that's my fake egg in there. But we got to come up with a new situation because these open tops, they're just pooping down in there. So it's going to be a mess. So we're going to have to put probably a board across here, like across there, to keep poop out of these nests here. So it's time to clean that thing out again. I do believe they're coming up because they're like, she's in our house. So something kind of weird has been going on with the chickens. I'm not sure why, if they're like spooked or creeped out by something. But for the past 2 mornings, I have went out to let them out of the box where they sleep. And both times, they're not even at the door waiting. They're crowing in there and stuff. But when I open the little door for them, they don't even come down. Like they're staying up on the roost for some reason. I'm not really sure why they would do that. Like if maybe they are spooked by something. I do know that Johnny keeps forgetting to turn the little fan off in there. So the fan has been on in the mornings. Maybe that's spooking them a little bit. But this morning, I had a bowl of cantaloupe, like seed and, kind of the guts inside the cantaloupe. And so I held it at the doorway and said, knocked and made noise and said, come on, chickies, get some food. And I know they could see it from the roost, but they just stayed up on the roost. So one morning, not the morning before, yesterday morning, they stayed in the coop for like an hour and a half to 2 hours after I already opened the door. So they didn't come out till, it was like after 8 o'clock, maybe even close to 9 o'clock. Before they came out. The weirdest thing. I'm not sure why they would do that. If you know, maybe being spooked is the only thing I can really think of. That could be why they're not coming out of there. They can definitely see when it's daylight because the top of the coop has an opening up at the top. So I'm just not sure what's going on with them. It's kind of weird, but whatever. I guess maybe they want to sleep in. I'll tell you, the one morning when they did it, if I'd have known they were going to sleep in, I could have slept in. Because the thing that got me up was thinking, oh, I got to go let the chickens out. Well, so I'm going to go ahead and get started and plant those flower seeds and also the rest of the suckers today. Don't know that I will get to the watermelon and the squash. I need to find somewhere. I may just go ahead and put a couple more of the watermelons plants in the grow bags. I think I have 3 more grow bags left. So that should be something I can do without Johnny coming. And I could dig a bed, but it's a lot easier when he's here to help me do that. And so I'll probably wait till this weekend to try to get that done. Well, I haven't been using this tractor. Actually, I should probably put a couple of them in there today. For one thing, I haven't been home very much. I've had to work and I've had to help Kendall get to the hospital with the baby. So I haven't put them in here. Something that happened too, you see we turned it around the other direction, is that it got really hot in there, like so hot. We put the tarp on there because we think the metal is like attracting the heat and holding in the heat. So another thing that happened, we had a bunch of, we had a pan down there with water in it, and we left it for several days and didn't think anything about it. It just had water in it, and I noticed something was in there, and there was like 20 or 30 dead frogs, of all different shapes and sizes, inside that pan of water. So it's like they jumped in there and they couldn't get it back out, and it was too hot and they died. So I felt really bad about that. We went ahead and got the pan of water out of there. We've got it facing a different way, so we're hoping it doesn't heat up quite as much. And I might go ahead and try to put some of the chickens in there today. About to start raining here too, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get these things planted so I can get started with my real estate day. I got the seedlings for the dahlias and the zinnias planted right there. And yeah, so the sucker is planted. I got the dahlias and zinnias planted, and I'm going to show you what I did back here. Okay, so I decided to go and put these bags, grow bags, back here. I still got to clean up my mess. Put that one there. That's a watermelon. I ran out of soil. So this one didn't get filled, but a squash is going to go in there. So I'm going to put watermelons between the squash. That way maybe they'll have room to grow. So I put a watermelon in this one. So all three of them will be back here. I'm hoping it gets enough sun back here. I guess we'll see. It'll be right here near the... And that's the beginning of a bed that we are working on. Not sure if it's deep enough to put that cardboard under there. So we may find something a little higher to stack up or something, or move the cardboard. Either way, the cardboard's probably helping us kill that grass right there, so that's cool. Okay, so I feel a need to explain the yard and the grass and the way it's cut, kind of wonky. So you'll notice that it's really cut weird. The story on that, see, is a patch, is that we have a special needs neighbor who was being really kind to us and came and cut the grass for us. Our lawnmower is down at the moment. We have to get some new wheels. We have to figure out what kind of wheels to get for it. The tire will not stay inflated. It's dry rot. So anyway, he came and he did the very best he could, and we appreciate him so much. And yeah, but just so you know, when you see this, that's why. I guess that's about all I have for you guys today. It's almost the weekend, so I'm not sure when this will go out. It's Thursday, so this will probably go out tomorrow. And then this weekend, we will have a very busy weekend, but we're going to squeeze time and make time for a sit down or a walk around the neighborhood, walk around the yard kind of video with Johnny. So not sure what we're going to talk about yet, but we're looking forward to getting on here and doing that. I'm going to go get my work day started. I hope you guys have a blessed day. If you're still breathing, there's still hope. Don't give up, guys. See you on the next one.